Hello, explorers, and welcome back to the Feywilds. Hello, Caden, Ifany, Mirai, Aiko, Neo. Thanks for stopping by. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. It's Kitsiri. I don't care about Kitsiri. Witty! Hello, Witty! Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. You're not dealing with the average Godslayer anymore. That's hilarious. That is hysterical. Yes, welcome to. Hopefully this is chill, because I am exhausted. So we'll see how this goes. I've been told this is actually kind of chill. All frozen. I see you donating cookies. So apparently I'm fixing mechs. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Oh, Mirai. Hello, Mirai. I missed Mirai. I'm sorry. This stuff is so stressful, at least distracted me a bit. That's good. I'm glass. I'm glass. That should tell you how tired I am.
Finally here.
Oh, God.
Your competitors were not as lucky as you are,
Oh.
and they're still sitting in their holes. And you got this gem.
Aha. Yes, I hope I can be somewhat distracting. Use the thing, you can rotate the camera, and you can interact with objects. Okay. Hey, buddy. What are we doing?
You know how hard it was to find this place? And unregistered mechanics are still being prosecuted by the authorities. Since you're operating in a somewhat gray area, they'll surely make me your partner in crime. Screw me apart and make me a blender or some other tool. Just be careful, okay?
Okay. Since workshop is 3 times larger than the hole you built me in. Once you take a look around, go to your office. Sweet. Also, hello, Reggie. Thanks for stopping by. I have buttons. I have buttons and I can click none of them. Ah, great. First aid. I'm gonna need that. I hope it's infinite. Because good I cannot jump and I cannot sprint. My legs are broken. Yet I still walk. Why can't I jump around? What is this? We need to get an official license as soon as it's possible. Without, no one will ever risk giving us a bigger job. Ah, okay. So we're just kind of like, yeah, we just get this cheap guy on the black market. I'm a back alley mechanic. You even get a license. I'm not going to get a garage for my repair. Listen, we got to start small. We'll work up to it. We'll work up to it. With this handy PC, you'll have access to job offers. You work on I'm here to help you if you ever feel lost. Do you want to continue the? Yes. Because I desperately need to know how, like, robots work. Mechanics work.
Here you can see the list of all currently available job offers.
Oh.
With time and enough work, more of them should appear.
I'm rebuilding a Sakura technology. A legacy job, huh? Only the views of the selected job. You'll see what corporation is trying to hire us, the mech model, the job description, and task you need to complete. Mech needed for Sakura Technologies mech repairs. The accident took place during the landing. Wow, this thing didn't even make it to the battlefield. It just landed and just broke. Replacement parts of a lower class mech shouldn't be too costly. No serious damage was found after all the initial inspection. Moving for your quick response. Repair part. And then I clean the mech. I have to repair something. Something's busted. I don't know what it is, but it's busted. And we'll fix it. And then I guess I clean it. Wow, I'm a glorified scrubber. I'm the least interesting part of any mech warrior story. My God, what did you do? Drop it in a pile of mud? That is filthy. Oh. Someone decided they wanted to land in a bog. Jesus, dude. This is not downstairs. Komodo, hello! Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. This is I wish to jump. I want to break my legs. Deploy a mech into a battlefield. It's not that easy. But it got broken on landing. Like, they threw it out the side and it just...
find out what's damaged in the mech. To do that, we will use this station. But first we need to clean the mech from all the dust and mud.
Like, what did they do? Just toss it into the mud and was like, oh, well. Like 20% of tank less I heard don't even get to the battlefield. Well, okay, I guess that's fair, but like... How do I clean this thing? Cleaning. Ah, there's the big button that says cleaning. Move it around. You can rotate the device. I have super soakers. Wow, these are actually pretty super soakery. Look at this. Okay, well, this isn't so bad. I thought I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get up there and scrub it with a steel brush and like get out the toothbrush and geez. One statistic I heard. I know that it was a thing in what was it, World of Tanks, where because originally they were like, ah, yes, your tank will just break on the battlefield, and they were like, wait, that's actually terrible for a game. That's actually absolutely horrible. I need to buy fuel. Why would I need to buy fuel? How do I go back? Oh, like this. Scan it. I need to adjust it to every mech we are currently working on in our workshop. To adjust the scanner, you do the things. The mech wants to hit the right spot. Scanner will find all the damaged part. Well, that's handy. That's booty, though. It is booty. Mech booty. Hello, Hobie. How's it going? How do I... Oh. Wow. Man, mech repair just does itself. Very sick. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry, Hopey. I hope I can make you feel just a little bit cozier. A little bit better. Press tab, and then press the assembly button. Assembly. The right arm is busted. Alright, this panel lets you select the mech modules you want to move to workbenches. Modules highlighted in red are the ones you found damaged parts in. Press the broken modules, select the... There we go. Oh, and I can move to... Alright, cool. Oh, go, jeez. That was just a scan, not a fit. I mean, yes, but so far this is way easy. Look at this. Aim your cursor at the parts, remove them with the thing. Remover, you can only detach parts so highlighted in green. I need to remove them first. Zawaldo! Dio makes everyone feel better. Wow, that was easy. That was far easier than I anticipated. Head to the workbench. Sweet beans. Each and every bolt and piston. Yeah, that was like, I just kind of looked at it funny, and it was takes itself, you know. Got the another bolt down. We're gonna deploy it back out there, and it's just gonna explode. It's gonna fall apart. The arm's just gonna fall off. Really rotate the camera. You can also damage part will be visible. Play switch between attaching and detaching modules. Here's switch mode. Aiming at a part while you see some basic information about it. Our point of view, the most important detail is the part's status. Parts can be good quality, damaged, or completely broken. We'll be able to fix the damaged part with the repair stations once we get them. Parts are completely broken, cannot be fixed, and need to be replaced. You can detach only those parts are not blocked by other parts. Okay, what's busted? Oh, I guess it's the in several categories. Remember, just send the part you wish to attach, holding blue, you see an arrow, bird. Didn't scroll that one nut. An extended rod. Exactly, the damaged part is... I mean, this damaged part? How do I get to... How do I get to you, buddy? Oh my god. I'm going to disassemble this entire thing. And it's probably not even what I need to remove. Can I please... Oh, there we go. Aha. Am I there yet? I probably... Ah, here we go. Yeah, I didn't even take any of that apart. Hello, Trace. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Hypercutie calls SCP. This needs dealt with. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just got done with that place. Don't send me back. Oh my god. This thing is... What is this? Grounded. Ooh. That's what I was expecting. They come face when they shall taste my crossbow. Remove the source of the issue. Go on. Fix this part. Once we get a license, we'll be able to buy stations that can fix it. For now, you'll have to replace it with a new one. Enter the attaching mode. In this mode, where all the parts will be placed become highlighted. Access inventory from the station. Inventory is filtered to show the parts will fit the selected slot. Shop, blah blah blah. A tour blueprint. I know that Zafane and crew were supposed to do it tonight. I think something came up, but I don't know what it was. Buy and sell. I sell parts to inventory filter to make it easier. I mean, this one right here. That's an expensive wire. Good God. That is $1,800 for a cable. We only need one, huh? Oh no, it's only $875. I don't know why.
I've heard that Vico is trying to introduce cyborgs into the police.
What?
Makes no sense.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to cut you off there, buddy. Like, mechs are cheap. It's a cable, though. Like, what is this? The 2 parts inventory, the old one and the new one. Notice how they differ in quality. Each part can have one of 4 quality regions. Unrepairable, damaged, repaired, and new. To consider the mech fixed, you need to replace the parts labeled unrepairable and damaged with repaired or new parts. Aha, I see. Issue has been resolved. Now I have to put everything back together. Oh, this is way easier. Now, what did they do to this poor thing? They just dropped... Oh, no. Just dropped it in the mud. Probably military-grade cabling. I mean, I guess. That's what it actually means. Yeah, because usually military grade's like the cheapest bidder, right? It's usually garbage. All the parts are in their place. Returning a mech with missing parts isn't something the employer will appreciate. You're forget about the reward. Let's head back to the assembly station. What? They're not gonna like it if I miss a part of the arm and it's gonna fall to pieces? If they could give me new paper mache. The other way around is the assembly option. Place back all the previously ran parts. Notice how the part is no longer red. It means it's fully functional.
When you finish all of the main goals of a job, you'll be able to return it. Of course, you can return a job before fixing the mech if you don't feel like getting your money. Right. Let's head back to the office.
At least they give me the option, right? Because, you know, I hate money, right? It just... Oh, I feel so slow. If you're too broke to buy a cable. Oh, I guess that's true if I can't buy a piece or something like that. Jobs get additional goals. They're not mandatory. They increase the reward. Legacy. And that was even a legacy cable. I guess that's why it was expensive. It's like, we don't carry that in stock anymore. Take your museum piece back. Oh, it took $10. A summary of display is quite useful when you work on more complicated jobs. Using I, huh? You can buy and sell mech parts on the ledger. Search for buy or use the filters. Check parts. Check the part price before you buy it. The market is really unstable right now and prices change a lot. Luckily, the current price changes are displayed next to the item's cost. Almost 10K, I know, right? Legacy is the name of the mech, so it's evidently proprietary. I see. It's a proprietary mech that they dumped into the mud. I can get loans? Oh, awesome.
Our reputation opened new doors.
Really?
We proved that we are worth the trust, and from now on, we can take loans. From this screen, you'll be able to take loans and specify the repayment schedule.
Let's not. Let's not do that. Let's not immediately go into debt. Oh, look, whatever this rebarb cable is, this cable. It's a green cable. I'm down by 4%. Oh, boy. Oh, God, it's Apple. You're going to pay too much for cable. You can get for like 1/15 the price. I know, right? All right. Ooh. An Argus. That's a big boy job. Let's do this. They want me to repair a part, and clean the mech. I can do that. Endurance tests made the shields overload and damage the unit. A standard unit has been damaged. A large number of parts require repair. Now the question is, do I have the money to buy these parts? This could be a problem. Maybe we start a little slower. You got 23K. Oh, I do have 23K. All right, we're gonna go for it.
Talking to me?
So they were stress testing the shields on this thing in the mud, apparently. Are all of these gonna come in muddy? Like, is this just like how this is? The world just been perpetually coated in mud? Parts aren't that expensive. Look at this. What did you do? What were you shielding it against? A mud fight? Like, come on. You're just working all that mothballed stuff, I guess, but good God. Look at this thing. This is absurd. This is absurd. Wash the booty. Alright, what do we got? Please stop moving around. Cool. What is wrong with this thing? Just like 80 pounds of dust on it. Good God. The right arm and the leg. Cool. Put the arm over here. Oh God. I just take this apart. I can't wait until like I get into the part where it's like, I see you're repairing a mech for our enemy. Prepare to die. Why can I not do both of them? Oh, I can. Oh, how do I even... Okay. That thing is connected by a wire. All I had to do was remove a cable and the leg comes off. Jesus, dude. I don't know if this is a good mech, man. A cable and a piston by the looks of it. That's great. Jeez. It was on the both on the right side. What happened here? Boy, you're in an independent garage that doesn't have a license. That's on them for trusting you to not work on an enemy mech. I guess that's fair. I suppose. Aha, I see. This piece of armor, I think, is what's busted. How do I get to it? I just me with a screwdriver fiddling around trying to get that. That's what it is. That's what's broken, right? Do I have to remove like most of this arm to get into this thing? Are you kidding me? I just want this armor pair plating torn off. Just let me at it, man. The armor under it. Probably. You're probably right. Ugh. Okay, I'll take this apart. Aha! There's the thing I need. I thought. Oh wait, there's probably one on the top. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Now we're cooking with. I didn't need to remove that probably, but you know. Listen, it was in the way. If anyone asks, it was in the way. Aha. Cool. What are you doing, dude? Oh, you're just walking around. Okay. Now I need to replace it. Argus armor. Oof. Alright, well, it's not bad. We'll buy one. Yeah. Nice and new. Man, what kind of shield testing do you think they were doing to this thing? Like, dang. To damage some armor. By shooting it with high-yield explosives. Okay, I guess that would make sense. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Alright, arm is good to go. Now, what's wrong with the leg? There's a piston in here. Of course it's the piston. Can I take this apart?
So he tells him. Hasta la vista, baby. And he was done for. Poor Homo sapiens.
Okay, buddy. Nope, I'm gonna have to... Oh, wait, hold on. Can I get to this? Like any true mechanic, can I get to this without having to take off all the armor? Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to remove everything. Okay. Okay. Wasn't so bad. This is nice and chill. The other pick for tonight was my summer car, and that's way more we'll call it intense, because someone decided, hey, what if you had to take apart a car and put it back together, but it was realistic? Why? God. I just want this piece up here taken apart. That's all I want. Oh, there we go. So what can we interrogate you about? Oh, right. I still haven't done the interview yet, so there's still time to put in questions if you have any burning questions you would like to ask me. Aha, finally, I got it. Gah! Aha. Aha. Finally. Good lord. Where to link? Where to link? Oh, it's more expensive. Oof. Oof. Killing me, Smalls. I'm gonna put all these screws in backwards. Just you watch. in before none of these screws are like... I use all the wrong screws, right? I just put in all the wrong sizes or whatever. I mean, I guess they all look kind of standardized. So, you know. All the screws have a durability. They do. I didn't need to remove this screw, but I did. Oh well, you don't have to care. It's not my problem. Luckily. It's like, look, it's still good. It's like new. Cool, I think that's it. I think we're done here. Take your mech back. Give me my money. Good God, dude. Like, guys, you really need to... This thing is held together by 4 bolts. This thing is on here by 4 bolts. And the leg is on here by a cable. I don't know who designed this mech, but you should get your money back, dude. Like, this is not... Some Velcro on those... Jesus. Like, for real, dude. For real. Shielded warehouse bots are a pain to find. I mean, I guess it is supposed to rely more on its shields. There you go, buddy. Watch the arms just fall off as they haul it up into the sky. $11,200 I even did that faster.
Finally. Now we are finally able to buy a mechanic license. Without it, we have no chance in getting bigger jobs. Better get it quick.
Let's head to the office. I am in the office. Open the company tab, buy a license. So one-time drinking in your lifetime mechanic. I'm so proud of us. I know. Unlocks gaining reputation, more advanced jobs, able to purchase stations. I can make a logo? Oh boy.
Now we can create a real company.
Oh man.
Let's start with the logo and name.
I can't wait to lose this.
Next to the logo, you can define the shape of it. Using the menu on the opposite side, you can define its color. Once you achieve the desired look, type in the name and accept it all. Don't worry, you'll be able to change the logo at any time later.
Oh, sweet. I can rebrand whenever I feel like it. Hell yeah. I want the foresty. I want to make the Illuminati. Yes. Send your mechs to the Illuminati. Oh, wow. I could be a cult. I could be a cult of mech repair. Your mech shop is totally not a cult. I am the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh, yeah, we can use dice. You can gamble on us. Don't worry. Is there more dice? All right, we're gonna go. There's not. So we're gonna go with the the freaking Illuminati here. This is great. This is perfect. Ah, yes, where mechs come to die. It make the cargo room better. Totally. Look at this. Oh my god. I need something a little cultier. I mean, that's kind of culty. All right, here we'll do this. Totally. Oh god, my eyes. Welcome to McDonald's. How would you like your mech? Oh, Jesus. Listen, we may sacrifice a little bit of the blood to the blood god, to the machine gods, to repair your mech. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Power plant failure caused by an hour-long blackout in the streets of New York. Longest session in VR. Unplugged for a year of simulation on his 14th birthday. Oh my. It's just sacred oils, exactly. Also Christmas colors? This is true. Listen, we're very festive. We're a very festive company. I should probably go yellow. I would. Yeah, this is fine. I need more tan is what I need. Oh my god. Oh god. Yes, listen, I am trying. You look at my company, and if you don't go blind, then you're worthy to send your man. It's too bright of a yellow. It is quite a bright yellow. Yeah, we'll use some subdued. Subdued red. I mean, the normal red is already quite kind of subdued. Yeah, we'll do this. Red's fine. It's that yellow. Yeah, that yellow is quite bright. All right. All right, let's see here. You were losing detail now in your face. It was. That's the problem with yellows. Is you gotta be worried. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch out. All right. And what should we call this? The fox between ways. The fox between ways. Here to fix your mech. Gotta watch it. You say it's for some reason you keep dressing my characters in game with the brightest yellow. Well, okay, it can work. You just gotta be cognitive. Fox. I'm sure I could rebrand. Send your mech to the fox between ways. I put B in there? Nope. I am exactly at cap. Excellent. I'm looking for eye gouging yellow. Listen, the enemies can't shoot you if they're blind.
Thanks to us starting a company, we will finally get the treatment we deserve.
Oh god.
It's good, but since now the quality of your work will have an effect on our reputation.
Uh-oh. Then I make them stealth operatives because hilarity. Like, if it works for Naruto, it can work for anybody, right? That's how it goes. Check the upright screen. Yeah. You know, the prestige that's hidden by some flowers, don't worry about it. Give us access to better hardware.
When it comes to hardware, the license gives us access to special repair stations.
Oh, baby. Really nice pieces of hardware. Use the stations to fix the parts to not just replace them. Go to the company tab. Buy anything. I'm sure that we earned some trust. The tablet, the decorrosion station, the welding station. Oh my. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. The crafting station. Ooh, the mission table? I can get a painting station. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wait, my job's here. All right, before I do anything else, hold on. I gotta check on something real quick. If it'll let me. If it will let me. Boop! I have been booped. The how much of the game you have left to buy menu. Exactly. Oh my god, thank you. I have been booped so hard I made Windows noises. This should only take like a couple of minutes. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, it was funny. So, you know, I'm out doing my fake contract stuff today. 2 hours later. Okay, hopefully it's not that bad. That would be awful. But I had to deal with a person today who was at a location called Netsat, not Netsatch. I've been saying Netsatch all day, and it's been driving me nuts. Good God. I don't even remember what the original name is anymore. I do not even recall. some VAing, something like that. Something like that. I have been doing some VAing. I need to get with Pedunk. I need to see if Pedunk is available. Poor Pedunk. Pedunk has gotten slammed with stuff. With stuff. So I'm hoping that she has some time. So that we can, like, sit down and... Oh my god. That's not what I wanted. What the... Yeah. That's what I have to check on. Alright. That was awful. I'm doing a flavor for somebody, is what I'm doing. This soundtrack is pretty, you know, this sounds like the I don't know, the Ace Hardware store or something. This is goofy. It's so goofy. You finally getting me that blaster I was looking for? Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing, getting you a blaster. One of the many things. Whoa! I've been working on the little Sekiro thing. I don't know when we're going to see that. I was hoping to do that in January. Oh, sweet to God! I just come back. Merry Christmas! Here's your guns. Have fun. I just hand out guns. That's a really... Listen, some people may call me irresponsible. I like to call me forward-thinking. Listen, the Feywilds are dangerous out here, right? It's just how it goes. They be very dangerous. Everyone needs to have a blaster. A vintage piece from my wall places it on the gun wall. Listen, you don't need to shoot the guns if you just have enough of them, right? It's called intimidation. Oh, the soundtrack changed. Okay, we're not in the Ace Hardware store anymore. That's something else I had to deal with. I've been, like, working on this thing. Pay contracts, you know, I'm summoning up garbage. Connecting things together with my ley lines. And I finally get everything connected and there's no data. No data at all. I'm like, well, okay, well, there's no data, like... like, I can't do anything for you, man. What do you want from me? They were unhappy. The people in the contract were very unhappy. Because they didn't understand what QA was. That sounds like a them problem. Yeah, and I had to tell them it was a them problem. I'm off the hook. It was part of the contract, so I don't have to deal with it. It's not my problem. I find it funny. It was the you know, the company who contracted me. That was their problem. That was funny. It's always funny to listen to them try and deal with these issues, because they're like, well, how do we do the thing? And I'm like, well, we don't. That's how. That sounds triply their problem then. I know, right? Exactly. Because, like, the way it works is, like, so you do all this stuff in quality assurance, and then like you move to production. You hired me to do this one specific thing. I did it. Bye. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Because it's always like, they're like, well, why don't we have any sample data? And it's like, well, did you copy your production to QA? No. Well, too bad. Too bad, so sad. I think I was lied to here. I'm gonna check for 3 more minutes and then I'm off the clock. Three more minutes and then I'm going back to fixing mechs. Jeebus. Jeebus. On the Google Play Store. Wait, like as a mobile game? Like the Roots a mobile game? That's ooh. I might need to make me a purchase. And then I can get my ass handed to me online wherever I am. $10. It's a little oof for a mobile game, but it's not bad. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I guess it depends on if there's like microtransactions, and I don't see how you would stick those in there. I mean, I guess there's DLC that you could buy. How does DLC work for a mobile game? Because usually they just like mobile transactions, right? It's like, unlock the skin for the Vagabond for like 300,000 root coins or whatever. Root bucks. With an exchange rate of like 10 to 1, you know, something silly like that. Oh, what was it I played recently? It was, Dungeon Village 2. Looks like it's exactly like the PC version. Various faction deals. Okay. It's weird. I've never played a mobile game that had, like, DLC. Like, it's always been microtransactions. Like, you buy things in-game. I've only played... Oh, what was it? Unlock the I win button for only 20 USD. Exactly that right there. We're getting for about a month. Yeah, okay, so you want some recommendations. I've got a couple. Dungeon Village 2 is actually a pretty cute little game. I don't know if you've ever played Dungeon Village 2, but Dungeon Village 2 is, what is it? It's a city management game, and it's really interesting because you know, you manage a village, but you're managing it to draw in adventures. So you're one of those frontier villages. All right, I have done my duty. I am done. I am done. I have done it. Goodbye. But yeah, it's one of those. It's a little village game. And so you're building things like shops. And go to jobs. Thank you. The Minotaur. The Minotaur tar. That's a lot of parts, but that's okay. But give me the Minotaur. So you're building like equipment stores and everything, like magic shop. Now the end game's a little grindy. Just a smidge. It's not too bad. Mostly if you want all the achievements, it's a little grindy. Otherwise, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But you want your city to be reputable, right? You want it to be really reputable. So you want to draw in really powerful adventurers, which require specific requirements, right? It's like mages want really good mage shops, and warriors want really good armor stuff. And then what you do is you put out quests for your adventurers to go deal with. And as they deal with it, then your town becomes safer, and then when it becomes safer, then it becomes more reputable. Yeah, it's all about their reputation. Wow, just that left leg, huh? What did you do to this? I didn't read the job description. I should do that next time. Rec Center with an entire town instead of one shop. Yeah, it really is. I haven't played Rec Center, but yeah, it's similar. It's in the same vein. It's a management kind of game. But you can't control your adventures, so it's hilarious. So if you get too much, if the monsters get too dangerous, you have to like gift. Wow, you really just went to town on this leg, didn't you? What did you do? What did you do to this thing? How do I take this apart? Ah, that's how I take this apart. So you can give them like really powerful swords or equipment. They'll change their class. You can change their class. It's really cool. It's a cute little game. I like it. A lock like right center. And so you want like veterans, and so like once you max out a town, then you move to a new town and start over. And each town is in a zone that has different types of adventures you can hire. Or not hire, but like get to come to your city. What did you break on this thing? Is that it? Just those two pieces? That's all you broke? Alright, well that's that done. What do you mean I cannot take that out? Oh. Sell a lock like Racketeer. Okay. I mean, it might be. I don't actually know. I thought there was 3 parts I had to fix on this thing. Where's the other one? Is it like embedded somewhere? I hope not. I hope not. It would be bad. Alright, what do we have? Ooh, it's on sale. Ooh, it's expensive as heck. Holy Jesus. You play Fairy, he gives pretty bad advice. She focuses on the short term. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ooh, I can't afford this. What can I sell?
I like to watch you sleep.
What?
Human.
Excuse me? You like to what now? I guess sell these old pieces. Robot Buddy, that's how you get shot. It's like, squeeze me? How much is this gonna get me? I need like a total, man. I'll hold on to that cable. About 1,500. Ah, not quite. Not quite. Sell this armor, please. There we go. Ugh. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was selling the busted parts. I didn't mean to. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Is that the only missing piece? Listen, they can deal without that, right? Right. Look, sometimes you have problems.
Seems you didn't manage to fully reassemble the module. Attaching it back to the mech and returning the job will result in an instant refusal of payment.
Oh. Piece that connects the mech to the leg, right? Well, I don't know what to do here. I thought I had a little bit more money than that, and I did not. I'm only short, like, a lot. I'm only short, like, $1,100. This isn't great. This isn't, guys, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Oh, I have loans, though. Yeah. I'm gonna go into debt. I'm gonna go into so much debt. We're gonna pay this back slowly. I just need 3,000 bucks. Is all I need. Paying the back on our... Oh. Hell yeah. Now come buy me this part. Listen, they're getting a brand new part. Brand spanking new. Thank God. I'm glad I remembered loans exist. That could have been bad. What is this? What kind of goofy movie is this? Where's my Mech Warrior movie? Oh boy, crippling debt! I know, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Surely it'll be fine. How bad could it possibly be? There was 3 things they wanted me to fix, and I only saw 2 pieces of it. I guess the, connect... Listen, maybe I... Look. Listen, it's fine. I just... Yeah, see, look at that. Repair something, I'm sure. An accident involving radioactive substances took place. Oh, I may have just gotten cancer. We assure you that radiation levels are within safe parameters. One of the older models has been damaged, and the severity of the damage is serious. This damage is serious, but you assure me the radiation is fine. The matter is urgent. We would appreciate a quick reply. This thing got damaged by radiation. Do you realize how much radiation is required to damage non-living things? It's a lot. It's a lot of radiation. I am going to die. I am going to die. I killed myself. This is why you need to pay attention to the thing. Having played IA. Take back your mech and pay me. A lot. Like, you should probably drink some Red X just to be sure. Wow, loan just took that out of my paycheck. I mean, I guess that's fair. Wasn't that most of my paycheck? Like, dang. The welding stage tablet. Sweet. Sweet bibbly beans.
You can take our batteries, but you will never take our freedom. Well, I think I should practice that line.
My dude, the heck are you talking about? Allows you to access the office PC remotely. Handy thing to have when you don't feel like running up and down the stairs. Yes. I can press T for the tablet. Sweet beans. Take me back to my jobs. Let's do another Minotaur job. You don't know what kind of tablet are you buying? Apparently, I don't know, in the far future, I mean, look, the tablet is almost as expensive as a mech part. So, you know, it's going to be able to run the entire store for $1,500. You know. I feel like the cleaning minigame could use some work. Just a little bit. Oh, but right. Recommendations for things. I particularly enjoy... Do you like, if you like... What is it? Incremental games. Ooh, we got 3 whole-ass different pieces. What is it? Cat game was called Kittens? Is it Kittens? Kittens game. It's called Kittens game. Kittens game is pretty good. Kittens game is a fun time. It's an incremental game, so it is going to be hella slow. It's one of these things that you kind of mess with once a day, and then you leave it alone for 24 hours. Give me my right arm. Oh boy. Again, just held together with some wires and Velcro. That's cool. These mechs seem very... not held together well. No, so the Dungeon Village 2 is the city builder game. Kittens game is, it's all completely text-based. It's completely, like, it's just menus is all it is. But it's the absurdity of the game that's the fun part. What am I dealing with here? Oh, just this piece right here. Literally this piece. Sweet. Sweet beans. That's expensive. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm glad they hired me to do this. Listen, if I just tell them... You need me to take this front piece off? Really? How do I do that? Where's the little nibbity knobs? Surely I don't have to remove this bar to remove whatever the heck this is. Come on. Come on now. Oh, okay. These plates. Oh, is this the top? Well, let me remove the side plates. Listen, this would be actually kind of cool if, like, someone was playing Mech Warrior, and then I was the one, like, fixing their garbage. Is that like a... I can't tell. Alright, what is holding you together? Is it this? I'm gonna assume that it's... Why can't I just... It is this. Okay, hold on. Oh no, it's this right here. Okay. Asymmetric multiplayer game that has one person repairing whatever and the other person... Yeah, going out and doing the thing. I know, right? I'm trying to think. There was a game that was like that. I mean, there's Space Engineer, or not Space, Space Station 13. Which I'm hoping Astroneer... I need to check on Astroneer. Because Astroneer was supposed to be, like, the... like, the updated New Age version. I have stories about Space Station 13. I should do a community event with Space Station 13. The only problem is that getting Space Station 13 to run is a absolutely monumental task. Well, cables.
There are rumors that Dowhosky found some weird ruins in the desert.
Who? What? What are you talking about? So you have like 15 different kinds of malware looking at. Yeah, it's rough. It's a bad time. I don't know if anyone watches Mandalore Gaming. Mandalore Gaming did a really good video on it. Mandalore Gaming is pretty good. The oh, what is it? Like, the game is fun. I've had some incredible stories. It's not Space Engineers already built trebuchet thrusters. But oh no, this thing is way the hell more complicated than Space Engineers. Like, Space Engineers was pretty complicated. Space Station 13 just was like, it was the OG of challenge accepted. It was like, yes, I am going to be stupidly complicated for no reason. I was the telemetrics officer. My job was to save people who were too stupid to save themselves. That was my job. And I was very good at it, because I was the only person who knew how trigonometry worked, which was very sad when you think about it. Good old Mandalore. Yeah, Mandalore Gaming. He's pretty cool. I like his videos. The videos are good. But yeah, I was the only one who knew yeah, Space Station 13. Yeah, that one. I'll leave the trick to you. It's real sad because most of the new age builds are they remove telemetry, which is sad because I loved it. It was so good. Did you see the video with the blood floods? Wait, which video with the blood flood? Wait, with the like Mandalore's video on Space Station 13? And mounted it to my rover as one does. Wow, this is the... Wow, okay, I'm glad this... What kind of radiation was this? Like, dang. I would expect a little bit more of the mech to be obliterated here. God, this thing is expensive. 9% markup. Oh. I can't wait till I can fix my own parts. Jesus. The guy was a janitor. Oh, yeah. Janitor stories are the best. You always start as a janitor. Once you've moved on from assistant, you do janitor. And then you realize that how hard janitor actually is. I've been janitor a couple times. Good God. Never again. Alright, I'm done. Tremors landslide caused the mech to fall from a great height. It's a common model with basic specification. You see at your first glance the damage is serious. I guess I should have, like, looked at that. I didn't remember to read these. Elsa's crap. It's like, you're basically the arch nemesis to the clown, is what your job is. You and the clown are just going at each other. Not directly, because otherwise security gets involved, and nobody wants security to get involved. Unless you know how to hack the Autobot, which I did, which was funny. That was a great distraction. It makes a great distraction, because then the Autobot starts arresting everybody, because the captain doesn't remember where his override keycard is. So if you know how to use... If you can get the electrical gloves, which if you know where they are, but if you can get the electrical gloves, don't get the cheap ones, otherwise you'll end up in med bay and you'll never leave, because they will never let you leave. But, if you know where the keycard is, and you know how to use a screwdriver and electrical gloves, you can get in there. Oh, you need a crowbar too. But you can get in there, and then you can, like, reprogram Autobot to target key personnel. And he'll go and arrest people. He'll tase them and then handcuff them. And people don't know how to use the interface, so they'll stay handcuffed for the rest of eternity. So the security's trying to figure out what's going on. Because they just believe Autobot, they don't question Autobot, which is hilarious. They're like, "Why is you must have done something wrong?" And then you can just do whatever you want at that point. Typically, if I'm playing janitor, I'll go and have Autobot take out the clown, so that I don't have to deal with the stupid clown. Jesus, I hate the clown. I could never.
Threatening with a missile strike.
What?
Sometime this week. Boring.
Who's Vico? Should probably read what I'm actually doing here. Oh, cables. The 8 o'clock circus isn't real. It can't hurt you. No, this is why I hate clowns. Space Station 13 is why I hate clowns. That and barotrauma. Barotrauma is also why I hate clowns. But for a very different reason. Because in barotrauma, I'm usually the one playing the clown. And I am an awful, awful human down at... I'm an awful, awful fae. I am horrible. I don't know what the clown does, but it brings out the worst in me. God, these things get more expensive. Well, that's fixed. Easy peasy. Oh boy, there's a wire. Right in here. This bad, so this wire needs this removed. Okay, easy. Ooh, we got this on sale. You need to do a community event where you're the clown and always the clown. I would, but barotrauma's got a huge, steep learning curve. It is basically like, it's not quite Space Station 13 levels of crazy, but it's up there. It's quite a thing. Like, if we can get undocked, I'll be quite impressed. Like, doing any kind of basic mission is insane. Though, if we do get enough people, that would be pretty cool, because then it justifies actually getting one of the bigger submarines. Which is always fun. It's always fun to get the big submarines. Because the small ones are just screaming metal death traps all the dang time. Anticipating your questions, the damage was not caused by sand inside the mech. This common model with basic special damage isn't serious but requires professional attention. I am a professional, yes. Bear trauma would be fun. I know that the gold Talians we're talking about. I need to check with them. Because if I can introduce the game, and then it's like, here is how this works. And then move on from there. I have to go up to the computer to buy things. But yeah, when I was the janitor, it was the worst. Because I was always fighting the clown. And usually, the clown wasn't the worst thing I had to deal with. Unless I got a really good clown, that's absolute awful. If you're up against a good clown, it's over. You can buy and sell shares using the buttons next to the corporate logos. I can buy shares? Why should you care? Because the more shares you have and the higher their value, the more bonus cash you get for completing jobs for that corporation. These are expensive shares. We're gonna not deal with that right now. The blood floods. Sometimes. It depends on what traders we get. If you get a wizard, usually. I hate wizards. Wizards are the worst. Because they can just do whatever the heck they want. There's no skill to a wizard. Sometimes. I don't know. I always felt that wizards were cheap. Because you just get a spell book and you can just do whatever the heck you want. Exactly wasn't in Space Station 13. I don't know. There was a lot. There was quite a lot. Where is... Here we go. Give me the decorrosion.
The decorrosion station allows us to remove rust from parts. Shocking.
Oh boy.
Come on, let's have a look.
Oh, you're gonna make me walk downstairs to look at this thing. I wouldn't be so mad if I could jump over the railing. My favorite, backpack. Welcome, backpack. It's like one of them. Every station requires field work. We need to restock once in a while. You can do that from the parts station. You start the process.
I could have been an accountant or a lion tamer.
A lion tamer? Done with date night dinner. Ooh, I hope your date night was great with JB. Part, you can change the size of the laser beam, but you must be careful. If you laser beam for too long, the surface is not covered in rust, it might damage the part. Sweet. Be careful with the laser. You can't tell me what to do. It's easier to roll me to mood. Mood. God. Mood AF. That's how I'm gonna feel here in, like, Christmas Eve. Good lord. Is it done yet? Is it clean yet? Thank you. I'll buy fuel when I'm good and ready. So stuffed. Yeah, the my favorite was... Okay, so here's the Space Station 13 story. It's great. I was in virology. I think it was in virology. And so, you know, I wasn't doing much of anything. But I was called in to help with a surgery. Because I was the only other medical professional, quote-unquote professional at the time. Apparently the doctors on station had run out of assistants or something. I don't know what the deal was, but we needed a doctor, and I was like, okay. So I'm like, cool beans. So I go down there to help him because I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for a viral outbreak. I'm messing around with, like, what am I messing around with? I'm messing around with monkeys, right? I'm basically trying to guess what viruses we're going to be dealing with by creating them and then finding a cure to them.
Sometimes employers will want us to replace parts in their machines to new ones.
Oh.
It doesn't mean that these parts need to be damaged. In my opinion, this is a great chance to earn extra money. We get a part and they pay us nonetheless. Remember that these type of parts can only be changed to fresh ones from the store.
Oh, okay. There's a little to see. Replace plot with a new one, with a new one, with a new one. As a result of tremors and landslides. Alright, you're messing with these things on a mountain for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm helping out with a medical procedure. So I go down there, I'm like, what's up, doc? Apparently, someone in character creation had come in and started, you know, because you can customize your character beforehand. And it's like, okay, you know, as you do. As one does. And somebody came in and customized themselves with no hands. They're the absolute noob. They didn't know what they were doing. So they came in with no hands, which was hilarious. But they couldn't pull tools or do anything. They could only walk around. And when they walked in, they were like, hey, there's something wrong with my hands. And so the doctor was like, oh, well, you spawned in with no arm, like no hands. So that's okay. We can give you new ones. And it's like, okay. So we're going through, and I'm just helping. I'm just making sure tools are clean and in spots and everything. Look, no hands, exactly. And we're messing around. It gets better. We start everything, and we give the noob some robot hands. Now, robot hands are very strong compared to normal hands. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can kind of cause some problems, but that's okay. Before we mess with the control chassis, let's deal with those other things. For some reason, you know, after the surgery was done.
Can you pay for my maintenance?
Android, not now. I'm busy telling a story. The doctor has a heart attack, and we don't know why, and the doctor dies. Well, is dying. And so I'm like, okay, I have basic limited medical experience. So I'm like, okay, well, I can help with this, probably. Turns out, after some scanning, and the noob's sitting there, because the noob doesn't have any clearance to leave medical. The noob's stuck there, whether the noob wants to be or not. And it turns out what we needed to do to the doctor was give them a heart transplant, or do heart surgery. Now, I've never done that before. I had never done that before. And the noob didn't know what they were doing. So the doctor's disembodied ghost was talking to us through the speakers, which was pissing off the AI, the computer AI, because the computer was like, I don't know what this is, but this violates one of my core rules. You're not supposed to be. I think one of the core rules was no ghosts. I don't know why it wasn't any ghosts, but for whatever reason, the captain ordained that it was supposed to be no ghosts. There was no ghosts. So this disembodied ghost of a doctor is trying to walk us through open heart surgery that neither of us had done any of that before. Now, while this is all going on, the traitor spawned in as a xenomorph. A xenomorph queen. And so their job was to, you know, take over the station as a xenomorph. And they're doing a pretty good job. So we complete the heart surgery, and we get the doctor back up and going. Just in time to realize the station got under lockdown, and we're like, well, what's going on? And then that's when we discovered, oh, there's a xenomorph nest on the station. which is scary. So then what happened, you know, everything's starting to go to crap. And, you know, I'm in virology, and virology is great because the virology department is embedded in the place no one goes. And it's behind several layers of locked door. Because, you know, it's virology. If something escapes, you don't want it coming after you, right? You want it contained in virology. So I'm pretty safe where I'm at. So after a good bit of watching the station descend into chaos, apparently we started having power issues. I don't know what the power issues were, but the station had gone dark. Turns out when that happens, someone was like, well, we'll just rig up the solar panels, because no one rigs up the solar panel. No one ever rigs up the solar. They always go after the fusion core. They always get that started instead, which is always a silly, goofy move. But, you know, it is what it is. So here comes someone who opens the door to go outside to hook up the solar panels, and they end up letting in what's known as a space carp. So the space carp comes in, and you don't mess with space carp. Space carp are very dangerous. The space carp end up taking out all of security. They're actually more dangerous than the xenomorphs. The xenomorphs end up having to stop what they're doing and fight the space carp, because it is so dangerous that it's chewing through walls and punching holes in everything, and it actually manages to kill all of the xenomorphs. So, space carp. Oh god, Dwarf Fortress strikes again. Yeah, it does. It's hilarious. So here comes space carp. Why did they do that? They did not need to do that. What they need to do is take this off. Take this off. Okay. So basically, when everything's said, the whole bloody war is going on. I'm in virology, and I stopped getting messages from the outside. So I'm like, okay. So I put on my super awesome, super padded virology gear, and I arm myself with a bunch of really dangerous viruses, and I go out, and the station's dead dark. It's basically dead space at this point. I'm running around with things that are not meant to be weapons. Just like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Space Station 13. It's hilarious. It's a game where you walk out ready to be the end of the world. Yeah. So I'm in like trauma gear, right? And it's heavily armored, and it's super padded, and it's airtight and everything else, because I deal with really dangerous viruses. And I have a needle gun, and I have a bunch of viruses that basically turn you into soup. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready to just take on whatever's left.
Interview. Yeah, right. That damn estate agent.
Dude, stupid Andrew. I'm telling a story. So, it's great. I walk out there, and I find the doctor has died. I don't know what happened to him, but the noob with the power fists that we gave him is still alive because of the power fist. He was able to actually open door. Ow. Hello, Barry. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. Why are these so expensive? Barry. Yep. Is that everything on this thing? Oh, right. So I find the noob with his power fists, and he managed to survive because with his power fists he was able to open the doors when the power went out. And because the doors were depowered, they didn't have any security locks on them anymore. Finished my work early, so I decided to actually say hi. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're fixing mechs that are like heavily irradiated and covered in mud because apparently the entire universe is just made out of mud. And all mechs are like required by law to be covered in dirt and mud. And I don't know why. And I'm telling stories about my Space Station 13 escapades. Right, so it sounds about right. Don't do that. So the noob, I hook up with the noob, and I scare the crap out of the noob, right? Because the poor little thing didn't know, like, because I'm in trauma gear, so I look like a scary dude in power armor. Yuda! Hello, Yuda. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the pet-pets. Let me get those going. Pets. Get some chill pet-pets. Right on my noggin, yeah. Yeah, I'm a happy little bee. Happy little pet bean. You want some pets? Okay. Where was I? Leg off. Okay, so we're running around. With me and the noob, when we're trying to figure out, we're like, okay, we're screwed. So we need to get to the command center and call the evacuation shuttle. Because we're running out of power. I mean, we've run out of power, but we're like starting to deorbit. Like, everything's on fire. I think at this point, engineering is like exploded, and engineering is next to atmosphere, which means we're running out of oxygen, which is really bad. And we're like, oh, we just need to get out of here. We just lost cause. We need to get out. And so we're running around, and well, how do I even take this apart? Man, I shouldn't be messing with the cockpit. You're gonna get this back, and it's gonna be like all kinds of bad. Ugh. But anyway, we're running around, and the evacuation, I'm getting us in there because I know how to hack through doors. It's one of the skills that I learned that most people don't bother learning. So I'm hacking through what doors that have little power left. The AI has just basically gone ramp at this point, trying to solve the problem because it's basically trying to kill the xenomorphs. All the dudes be damned. The AI was not programmed to quote unquote programmed, right? That's the laws did not mention us squish beans. So too bad, so sad. Oh my god, I have to take off like everything. I had to open a door with the power on. Want to learn how to open a door without the power on. Listen, sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you just have to. It's just a fact of life. But during our escapades, the AI is basically deemed that the space carp is the most dangerous thing in this facility at the moment. We're like, okay, that's not great. And the AI is basically trying to vent everything out into space. I mean, fair, yes. This is a little complicated, kind of like IKEA. Yeah, true. So we're running around, and we're crawling through vents and everything to try and avoid, because the vents are the only place left. Space fish tend to be dangerous. They are.
My violin at work.
They're incredibly dangerous. So we're trying to, we're going through the vents because the vents hilariously are the only place left that has little bits of oxygen left. And we're trying to make our way to, we make it into the command module, or the command, where the captain is, and I managed to override the computers so we can get into the terminal, but I realized that, captain doesn't have, or, you can't call the shuttle without the captain's card, like the key card, and usually there's two of them. There's one on the captain, and there's a spare in the captain's safe. And I was like, okay, well, this is easy. I've done this before. We'll just go jack it out of the safe. So we go to the safe. Turns out the safe's already been cracked, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, oh, that's not great. That means that something has already gone wrong, and someone took the key card for something else. So we need to find either the corpse of the captain, or we need to find the other key card. So we're popping around vents trying to figure out where this thing is. And we run into the xenomorph queen. But the queen doesn't attack us, because the queen has lost her entire hive at this point. And I'm loaded up with viruses. So we basically end up making a truce. The alien queen will help us get off the station. This is the best part. Help us get off the station. In exchange, I don't melt the queen into goop. Just standing there going, come at me, I will murder everyone. Yeah, because if I slam, like one of my basically, if anything hits me, all of the vials on me break, and we have a big problem. I'm talking like the flesh that hates from SCP Foundation kind of problem. Like, I will become the catalyst of, I will become everyone's problem very quickly. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. You will end the world. Yeah, pretty much. Virology was fun to play. I learned how to play virology and telemetry and nothing else. You have gonna herp. Oh, I can't even. Gonna herp so. Oh, I was about to say that. Oh, gonna herp us, syphil, AIDS, cancer. Yes, that helps. I see what's going on. Yes, that is what I have. I am the CDC's worst nightmare. Fear me. So I'm sitting there. I don't know how to get to this thing. How do I replace you? What do I have to take out? All right, I'm just gonna take everything out until I get to the part I need. Right. So we make a truce with the xenomorph queen. So we're running around. We find that the captain has been killed by the space carp, and the space carp's hanging around in, I think it was cargo. I don't know why the captain was in cargo. Captain was in cargo, so we're going into cargo. There's a, his card's hopefully on his body. So basically, the xenomorph queen causes a distraction and fights off. Exactly. Plays Giorno's theme, fights off, distracts the space carp while we loot the body. The noob pries open the doors so we can get out quickly, and the space shuttle. So we run back and as quickly as we can call the shuttle, and we have to hold out for I think 5 minutes. At this point, we have both the carp and the AI going against us. So it was such a bad time. We barely make it to the shuttle bay, and there's barely any doors. I managed to weld some doors together, and I managed to it came down to basically I shot all of my viruses into the space carp. All that did was make it worse. I slowed it down, but then it became a horrifying flesh monster. That was really not great. Turns out, not great. But it slowed it down enough. So, it couldn't get through the doors fast enough. The shuttle pops in, we all pile in. But he's quick. The mutated flesh carp is coming at us.
You would never believe.
Nurgle Station 30, yeah, pretty much. It was kind of funny. So we're trying to stop this thing. The space shuttle's about to take off, but we're kind of injured and everything. We're trying to buckle ourselves in. We can't because the noob's arms have stopped working. Their hands broke, punching things and breaking doors, that sort of thing. So they couldn't buckle themselves in. I was so slow that I couldn't get up to them in time. So I just found the nearest seat, slammed myself into it, and just buckled in and hoped for the best. So what happened was the alien queen rushed up. Because if the shuttle takes off and you're not buckled in, you basically just take blunt force trauma and you basically die. It's not great. So here we go. The queen rushes up to the front of the cockpit and buckles the noob in just in time for it to take off. And so all I see is I hear a click, and then the shuttle takes off, rockets off, and it's shaking violently. And I see the queen just fly past me at Mach 5 billion, just slamming into the back of the queen is the hero of the story. Yeah. Just slams into the back of the pod. It's hilarious. Just a blur. And then we finally get out there. The queen's pretty battered, but it's the queen, so she can take a big hit of damage. She's all bloody. She's limping out. Noob comes out with the broken arms. I unbuckle myself, and so basically, and the whole thing is if you survive the shuttle, it goes to I think it's called, it's like the Paradise Station. It's like a bar. It's just really fancy. It's, you know, nice music. It's like a beach and everything. Just strolling around, vibing. So just imagine all these these tourists are sitting there with their martinis, with their space straws and space beach, and the shuttle just rockets up, and it just kind of like docks, and it opens up, and you see this broken and bloody xenomorph queen. You see a noob with robot arms that are busted, and you see this dude in like turbo trauma virology armor just stumble off of this thing, and we walk up to the bar and we all order a drink, and the noob can't use the drink. We just limp out. Yeah, it was funny. We all got a beverage. We had to order for the queen because apparently the queen can't order. So I ordered something for the queen. I ordered for something for myself, and then I realized that the noob. I ordered something for the noob. The noob can't drink. Bad joke way to have exactly. Noob can't drink it because their hands don't work. You know, the queen's having an okay time before she passes out. She apparently like was so damaged she drank something, got drunk, and then passed out due to blood loss. And then I try to take a drink, but I forgot I had my helmet on, so I just splashed it on myself. And then we just sit there defeated for like the 5 minutes while we wait for the server to just reset. It was a process. It was just hilarious. Yeah, it's basically just we will never speak of this again. No, there was time now. My drink. Yeah. That's pretty much what it was. We're just sitting there like that's the kind of shenaniganry you can get into in Space Station 13. It's great. I have another one. Maybe welding station.
Welding is easy.
Easy, you say?
You start when you don't really see what you need.
Make that
to
the noodle
weld.
distance.
I'll explain everything at the station.
Oh. The noodle incident. Yeah, it's basically. Oh, it was great. Fuel station. See here. Start. Remember that you'll need fuel. Oh. Scan the part of the scanner will have a blue tint when no damage is found. When it turns red, you're looking at a potential welding spot that needs station. Start welding. The upper right corner of the screen.
I see dead humans.
I don't think I'm welding this. I think I'm just shooting it with a laser. Oh, I see. I'm timed. Aha. Aha. See. Okay. Have you done this? Use better. This mech was used in a manner inconsistent with the manufacturer's recommendations. It's a standard unit of simple build. You don't need to be an expert. Okay. What did you do with this? You want new parts? You want repaired parts? Okay. Repair, not a timer. Oh, okay. So I'm rewarded for accuracy. Oh, it's raining now. Why is it just everything is mud? Could you not vary up the dirt? Like, could you not put blood on there or something, or oil, or just anything but mud? Okay, so I was in, what was it? Telemetry? Did I ran out of fuel. I didn't know I needed fuel to squirt water at something. This mud wrestling. It was used in the mud wrestling competition in Suple's like 20 mechs. Come on, man. Okay. They did say it was unorthodox. That is true. They did say that. Good God. Yeah, I guess, you know, it was wrestling or something. It's got some arm and leg damage all over the place. Shabam. So, okay. So, telemetry. Cool thing about telemetry is that nobody knows what you're doing. And so basically you can ask for whatever you want and say you're from telemetry and you'll just get it. Because they're like, oh, I guess it's important. And so then you just get it. So what I did typically is what telemetry does is they yell at everyone to put their beacons on. And nobody does because no one knows what a beacon is. No one knows how to turn them on. I don't know why they don't start turned on. It's a pain in the butt. But they don't. And it just makes your life miserable. So what I ended up doing is I learned how to lock onto people's radio signals because they use the radio all the dang time. It's broken. Is that it? Just this? It's all you have busted. Okay. That's heckin' busted. I don't know. Did you want this to be replaced with a new part? I don't. I wish you would color code. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this up. Legacy AR... I mean, I guess I'll find out. I'm gonna save some money. Hopefully. Yeah, so, nope, I don't need to do that. CAR. Okay, that's not one of the puns. Okay. Was that like a 60-point repair because you derusted it? Yes, it was. It was. This is how you make a profit, apparently. So that's. I think these are just replaced. Oh, this is the one I have to go and like take apart most of this stupid thing. All right. Okay, so one of the jobs you can do is you're a miner. Mining is actually pretty funny because you don't have to deal with like anybody at all.
You did pay the rent, right?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Get off my back, buddy. I don't think I can weld a wire. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna have to buy a new one. I guess. Ooh, it's actually on sale. Did you pay the rent, robot? Yeah, I'm the one doing work here. What do you do? How about you help out, like, or something? Like, take care of my finances for me. Why? You stupid C-3PO over here doesn't pay my rent. He's over here just being a problem. I've seen toasters be... I've seen Angela be better than you. Oh, R2-D2 is more useful than this android. He is so useless. His name is literally Android. Oh. The bicentennial man at least knew how to pay rent. I don't have any good roasts for Android here. I have known him very little. Why am I being dunked? I'm just out here trying my best. Ugh. I'm just out here putting a robot in his place. I'm getting dunked on over here. Because Uwu. What's so wrong with Uwu? What's so wrong with the Uwu? Oh, at least I get a Pokepuff out of it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this must be the one that they want new parts on. It's Uwu. Do I really need more of a reason? What did Uwu ever do to you? Yeah, I think these are the new parts. How do I even begin to get to that leg? It's okay. I love you, Winod. Well, thank you. I love you. I love you too, Komodo. How do I do this? God, I hate these legs. Why are these legs so complicated? Well, let's deal with this first. You wanted a new ass part for this. God. It's better be worth it. How do I get you off? Oh, I have to take off the little bits. I have to take off the little bits. Where was I? Oh, right, mining. So mining, you're basically just not dealing with the station at all. You're on an asteroid. It's actually pretty great. If the, you know, because if the station goes bad, you don't have to deal with it too much. All right, which one of these am I placing? The Legacy CE. Legacy CE is the one that I need. To straight up is fixed, right? Is repair. Okay. Cool. Cool. So I can just repair this. Nice job. Not care about anyone else. Exactly. Pretty much. Which is great. But the problem is that they get lazy. They get very lazy. So typically what you do... Oh, I cannot repair that. I have to buy a new one. Well, then. I guess... Here we go. At least it's on sale. I'm not done with you yet. I need to get down here. So yeah, typically they send ores back up in a shuttle, and so what they usually do is if they know someone who knows how telemetry works, is they'll typically be like, hey, telemetry, teleport my ores up for me, which is annoying because that's not really what I'm there for. It's very expensive
batteries, but you will never
power-wise.
Well,
to,
I think I should practice that line.
You know, power up the teleporter, right? But they will request it anyway, and it's like, okay, dude, how do I... There's a yell at the miners to do their freaking job. Pretty much. Basically, once someone realizes that, telemetry can do their job, everyone's like, teleport this over here. And what ends up happening is you make enemies with Cargonia. Not freaking doing a pun there. Freaking not freaking. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I was busy recalling the insanity. Just afford that. Thank God. Oh, Cargonia, yeah. So Cargonia, they don't like you because then they don't get to hold turbo power over all life and creation. Because what everyone does is they're all like, hey, you want your stuff, you do what we tell you to do. And everyone hates Cargonia because of it. Because they get all kinds of, you know, power trippy. They get an ego. But if you have a telemetrist, then they can just teleport stuff out of people's offices, which is hilarious. And into, you know, into people's... It's like, I want this thing, and it's like, okay, well, here you go. And so Cargonia doesn't have to ship out anything anymore. Which is hysterical. And abusable. Yes, because the best part is that so many people request you to do stuff like that that everyone just kind of gives up. And what I mean by give up is they don't care anymore. So you can get away with stuff if you know where things are. So what I ended up doing is people were like, teleport things into my office, and so then, you know, you start making allies now, except for Cargonia. But frankly, when you play telemetrist, you're going in expecting Cargonia to hate you immediately. So I start doing, you know, requests for people, and I start teleporting everything. But as I do, I basically I steal a big box of geolocators, GPS locators. And nobody cares because nobody uses GPS locators, which is hysterical. So I get, basically, because the way it works is I teleport into my office, into my station, and then I teleport it out to where it needs to go. So I would teleport stuff in, and then I would embed all of the stuff with these GPS trackers, like clothes, armor, weapons, doesn't matter. I would stack them on there. And I basically had this master list of where everything was at all times of the day. And it was great. So after about an hour of just doing menial garbage, I now know where everyone is and what they have and where their stuff is and where their stashes are, and it's great. And I'm like, aha, you fools. And so through this, the captain had ended up confiscating a lot of things. And when you confiscate something, that usually goes in the... then you steal every... Yeah! Because, I owed you! They confiscate it, and so the captain's like, well, I'm gonna go put this in my personal office, which is usually heavily locked down. So I used that to figure out where his safe was, and I teleported his safe into my office. And I also figured out, because you can figure out where his... If you know where his safe is, then you can figure out where his vintage replica infinite ammo one-shot laser pistol is. It's basically the most powerful weapon in the station, and if you can get it, it's usually behind like it's electrocuted. It's like on its own internal power supply. The glass case is electrocuted and bulletproof. It is also highly cut-proof, so you have to dismantle the stand it's on so that you can knock the glass off, so that you can get the gun, and you have to get through all the defenses, and you have to get into the office and all that. But you know what doesn't have to deal with that? You can just teleport it. If you know exactly where it is, and it's always kind of randomized. It's a hair bit hard to get, just a little bit. But if you know where it is, you can teleport it right into, and you know, no one knows how to play telemetrist, so no one really thinks about that.
You seem very quiet lately.
Lately? Have I not always been this quiet? But I'm sitting here like, okay, so I get the turbo pistol, I get his safe, I get his card, and then I basically put some like extra like what is it? I put a screwdriver. Now specifically I think it's a yellow screwdriver. It's the screwdrivers that are colored security. I know security is typically red, but I think the screwdrivers that spawn in there are yellow. Because there's like tools scattered about the station, but they're usually color-coded. Yeah. And I teleport the safe back. Yes, and the reason I did that was because I had a plan. Because I knew that there was a traitor, and I don't know what the traitor was. And I never found out what the traitor was because of my Grandmaster plan. It was perfect. So I have the laser gun, and I stashed it away on my person because it's a pistol, so it's easy to hide. And I'm in a lab coat, so I put it in my lab coat, and I go for a stroll. I noticed that telemetry, not telemetry. Oh, what is it? Basically, Slime Rancher. I think that's called bioengineer. Basically, it's a dude who messes with slimes so that he can breed them and then break them down for materials that are really hard to get, so we don't have to order them. Self-sufficient, that sort of thing. he was messing around mutating slimes, and he went for a very enthusiastic walk. I did, because he had gotten a lot of safety gear and weapons, which means I knew he either had the master slime, silver slime, which is one of the most dangerous slimes if you don't keep it fed, or something else, or he did something else. Turns out it was the latter. I go down there because I'm a virologist, so I have access to all of the scientific labs. And he had made what was basically a murderous tree. It was a potted palm tree, and it was very angry. And it was locked in the high security cell with a bunch of dead monkeys. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, oh, I don't know what this is. I bred it, I messed with the genome of a slime, and I threw a monkey at it, and it mutated into this. And it's very violent, so I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's great. And he was like, yeah, I'm about to feed a monkey to it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Hey, I'll feed the monkey to it. You can go deal with the slimes. I've done this before. I can deal with this. So he said, oh, no, not yet. I didn't start blasting quite yet. He was like, okay. So I take a monkey and I put a GPS tracker, on the monkey, and then I throw it in there, and then, of course, the tree eats the monkey. So now I know where the tree is at all times. So I go back to telemetry, and I'm like, okay. I decide to be a little chaos gremlin. So you can airdrop murder trees? Yeah. So I had a plan. I was like, listen, I know there's a trader. There might even be 2 traders. I don't want to deal with traders. And frankly, I'm tired of everyone just asking me for all this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the trader. Because technically, so long as if the station goes in peril and the captain calls the shuttle and I am the only one on the shuttle, I'll get more points and I'll win that round because I'll have escaped. And if I'm the only one who escapes, then that means I get all the points. So I'm like, okay, here's what we're going to do. There is a master vault on this particular branch of the game, and inside that vault is a nuclear warhead. So the only way to activate the nuclear warhead is you need both captain cards, and you need the administration office card. Now, typically, the only way to open the vault is you have to request clearance from the captain's quarters. The captain has to walk down there, and he has to open the door with his key card. And also, I think in his office is the nuclear, activation code. So what I do is I get a screwdriver. Well, I steal a screwdriver, I steal a crowbar, I get some gloves, and I get ready to hack open some doors. Turns out, the vault door is just a really fancy, complicated version of a normal door. So what I do... Oh, that's expensive. I'm going to do some other jobs before I get the painting station. So what I do is... basically at this point, I asked the captain, hey, I've lost my card. I accidentally teleported my card to the miners, down to the miners.
An accountant or a lion tamer.
A lion tamer. I need a new one. So he's like, okay, we'll go to administration. I was like, okay, well, yeah, but I need, the administration person's not there. I need you to get your card so that you can, activate the administration machine so that we can go and, get me a new telemetry, basically a card for telemetrists. My ID card. I need a new ID card is basically the short of it. And he's like, okay, so he walks in there, and then after a couple of minutes, he runs out and he's like, I have another problem. We'll deal with you later. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. That's fine. And so he runs off towards security. And I'm like, it's neat. So then I go and I hang around medical a little bit while that's happening, because what happens is the miners have to deal with space rock monsters. And so I'm hanging around medical, and I'm waiting for medical to basically be like, oh, well, we got a call for one of the miners. He's currently dealing with a rock monster. Not quite yet. The blaster will come into play, but just in a minute. It'll be worth it. Don't worry. So once I realized that the miner is fighting a rock monster and a trauma team's getting ready, the trauma team is like, oh, we need to get down there really quickly. And I was like, well, hey, I'll teleport you down there because I can do that. And they're like, oh, okay, sounds like a plan. So they get into the teleportation room, And so instead of teleporting them down there, I instead teleport the rock monster into the room. And so it wipes out Trauma Team pretty much instantly. Because they were not prepared. They were not ready. They were not prepared for it. So that's happening. And they don't understand why it's happening. At this point, I then rapidly go and teleport the rock monster into Cargonia. And then I teleport the tree into Atmospherics. So at this point, absolute insanity is starting to break out. While that's happening, I then rush over, because this is all in a ploy to basically distract the AI. The AI SCP. I mean, I would have been if I was the AI, but that was mostly to keep the AI busy so I could rush over to the vault. And I open up the vault. It takes a hot minute because I have to break apart all these doors. Oh my god. This is it? This is all you want? Can I get a new mech? Ugh. So I get the vault door open, and then I risk it, and I grab the nuclear warhead, and I rush into all the way over to the captain's quarters, because I know he's not there. He's dealing with, like, security. And I managed to somehow make it without getting seen. I think it's mostly because everyone was panicking, freaking out. So anyone who didn't want to be seen was probably in the, Oh, it's not dirty! Oh my god. Removal of damage suffering during its last mission. It's common model specifications, sport. You are scary. I can be, all because I sat down and learned how trig worked. So I run to the captain's quarters and I break the door open because I know how to hack doors. Apparently hacking doors, like no one will hack doors. Why would they ever hack a door? That's so complicated and painful. No one would ever do that. It's not as hard as everyone makes it out to be. So I get in there and I leave the nuclear warhead in there. And I go into the captain's office to grab the nuclear launch codes. And the reason I leave the nuke right at like the sort of the captain, like the control center where the captain is because basically security's pissed off at the captain. So the captain and security go back to the command center because the captain's like, I'm gonna show you what you did, and they're like, and so they trig is in trigonometry. Telemetry is based off of, it's basically like firing a conceptual space cannon in reverse. So instead of shooting a cannonball, you're trying to catch a cannonball with a cannon using trig. is kind of silly, but the cannonball being like the target you're trying to teleport, and the cannon being the teleporter. But so they walk in there and security sees the nuke, and security's like, I'm sorry, what? And the captain's like, I don't know how that got there. And so they're pointing the finger at each other. This gives me the time to basically scour his office for the launch codes, which I find. So security basically handcuffs the captain. The captain's screaming.
Robot from Dalhousie.
At security, captain's screaming at security. The rest of the station is screaming at control, hoping that they can get some help. But the captain's currently literally handcuffed. So I wait for them to leave, and I go out to grab the nuke, and I'm gonna arm it and call the shuttle. Oh right, I grabbed the secondary card that I needed to call the shuttle in the first place. Unfortunately, one of the security robots, like there was a person playing robot, went back in to grab the nuke while I was calling the shuttle, saw me, and so I immediately just turned around and shot him dead. With the blaster. I was a little unaware of how powerful it was at the time. I thought it was going to take like a couple of shots or whatever. So he explodes. He literally explodes. As you finally started blasting, yeah. He explodes in the doorway, which kind of blows open the doorway. At this point, my cover's been blown. And I can't teleport because I'm not in virology. Or not virology. I'm not in telemetry. So I grab the nuclear warhead and I start running through the halls with it, and I'm trying to get close to engineering so I can blow open the power supply, and hopefully take as many people with me as possible. So I'm going through, and basically we get into a chase firefight where I'm shooting behind me while the entirety of security is, you know, chasing me. Meanwhile, the rock monster has broken out of Cargonia, and the tree monster has broken into engineering itself. You're just doing the traders. Yes, I'm doing it for them. If I can't win, everyone dies. Yeah, pretty much. It was because I was getting mad because I had played 2 games before that where all I was doing was teleporting things around for people, and they were like being really pissy about it. They're like, well, it's like, you missed. And I'm like, do you know how hard it is to aim everything exactly where you want it? And with all of you not turning down... No one turns on their dang transponders. Just turn on your GPS and we won't have these problems. The Plans of Evolve, everyone dies somewhere in it. Listen, I was at the end of my rope. I had been wizarded, I had been... death squatted. I had been sacrificed to a cult. I was done. I was at the end of the night. I was done. So anyway, all this is going on, and Scorched Earth Specialist, exactly. Hello, Faceless Jim. I call you Faceless. I'm sorry. Hello, Jim. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I guess I should fix this. What am I replacing? The CA I need to replace, and the GH, but the HY I don't. I really wish they would color coordinate what needs to be replaced and what doesn't. Would be real nice. How do you get this off? I have to take the individual freaking screws out. Okay. But, so I'm basically running, you know, having a big shootout. And I'm winning handedly because I have the turbo blaster. God, it was one-shotting, like, people in power armor. It was too good. And so I managed to actually, in this chase, activate the nuke. But I'm still carrying it around. I'm still dragging it through. So it's counting down. Only I know it's counting down because it doesn't let you know. It just says, all right, countdown started to whoever activated, and that's it. That's all you get. So, basically what's going on is I'm doing this, and I ticked off the mod. Like, so there's a moderator, right? Who's just kind of, like, watching over the game. Who basically said, okay, I have had enough with your non. You're doing a troll, and admittedly, that, to be fair, I was. But I had amused him enough that he was like, well, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm going to give you a chance. So basically, I'm running for my life. I'm trying to get to the shuttle bay. And as I go through the door, he polymorphs me into a corgi. And so I go... And the problem with it is you maintain your momentum when you transform. But since a corgi can't do anything, basically all of my gear flies off of me at the speed of insanity, along with the nuke. So I go and I hit the floor and fall over, and then all of my crap basically becomes a shotgun and flies into the room in front of me, and it just basically wipes out everyone who was in front of me. It just basically kills everybody. And then, you know, with a giant nuke and a bunch of, like, cards and my pistol and my rab coat.
If Vico learned how to build mechs.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty hilarious.
Androids like me.
So now I'm a corgi. The nuke's about to go off in about 2 minutes. The shuttle is pretty much pulling into dock, and I'm like, okay. Well, cue the Benny Hill theme as everyone's trying to catch the corgi. I don't know why they decided to just not shoot me, but they're like, oh, we're gonna get him now. Oh boy, Scientist Snaps goes full supervillain is totally in character. So basically, I managed to, like, cause now since I'm a corgi, I'm really small, so I can jump into vents, and basically I'm really mobile. I can't pick up anything, and I can't, like, use tools and all that fun stuff, so I managed to worm my way through, like, people's legs and all that nonsense, and I get to the shuttle bay, and basically I jump into the... You got vented. You vented sus. Listen, I was already sus. I was sus the second I was shooting everybody. So, what I end up doing, he's the imposter, is I get to the shuttle, and at this point, the nuke is basically about to go off. So, that's the best part, he wasn't. Yeah, it's like, and that was funny, because everyone was thinking that I was, like, the traitor. Now, the GM knew that I wasn't, but the GM's not allowed to tell anybody. So basically, this corgi just pops out of the ether. What did I just pick up? The CA? Do I need to buy a new one of those? I do. I do need to buy a new CA. It's the HY that I don't need to. Okay. Easy peasy. No, just tell he was just the teleport. Yeah, I was just the teleporter guy. Absolutely hysterical. The so alright, I need to replace this. Being the absolute normal guy. I kinda did, not gonna lie. Kinda did. I was being a chaos guard. This was a different time. I was a little goblin. I was being a little goblin. HY is what I need to... I can fix the HY. I need to pull that out. Oh boy. How'd you get... Oh, right. So, basically what I do is... The shuttle's there, so everyone's like freaking out, and they're trying to file into the shuttle. So as a corgi, I run into the shuttle, because the normal assistants and normal people, anyone who's not security doesn't know, because, you know, now I'm a corgi, right? And everyone was like, you know, the AI and everyone was like, there's this crazy telemetrist running around with a laser gun. So everyone thinks I'm like just an NPC, right? The NPC, because there's NPC pets, like the corgi. Like there's a corgi, there's a cat, there's a parrot, there's a bunch of pets on board. Like throughout the station. So I run in, no one suspects a thing. And security doesn't know where I am. But I can still talk as a corgi. Because, you know, typically the game was not designed for you to be the actual, like, pet. Yes, the mod accidentally helped me. So I yell out, "The nuke's on the shuttle." Yeah, it's supposed to come out as bork, 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 but that only happens if you get geneticist into an animal. I was modded into an animal, so I still had my human speech. So basically I say, like, you know, the telemetrist has teleported the nuke on the shuttle. So everyone not thinking to check just freaks out because they don't know where it is on the shuttle. They just know that, you know, because these shuttles are kind of big, right? Because you can have like 30 to 40 people on a server. So everyone freaks out and runs off the shuttle. Now, the shuttle is basically indestructible, at least from a nuke. So everyone runs off, waiting for waiting for someone to rush in there and like deactivate the nuke. So security's running over there, everyone's running off, everyone, you know, traffic jam, they slam into each other. Wouldn't it be me intimidated at this point? It's a bluff intimidate. There's kind of a little A, a little B. How do I get to this thing? Oh, I switched to the right part. That's how I get it.
City center view. Yeah, right. That damn estate agent.
So basically, they slam into each other. They cause a massive traffic jam, and then the nuke goes off. And basically, I just see a bright flash of light, and everybody dies. Like, everybody dies. But the shuttle, being indestructible, doesn't take any damage. So I crawl out from under my seat, and I walk up to the cockpit, and I wait for the shuttle to take off. I have to, like, basically, you know, wedge myself into a cabinet in the cockpit, so that when it takes off, I don't break my spine. And then I walk out into the little tourist bar, and I can't do anything. I can only, like, sit there and, like, you know, play at the beach. That was the only one. The GM was laughing his ass off. He thought it was funny. Everyone else was very mad. I got kicked from that server, but you know, this everybody. I did win. I technically won because I was the only one left alive. Worth it. It was worth it. I was gonna leave that server anyway because I was tired of the bullshit. I was tired of the bullshit. How do I get this off? I need this. Oh, okay. So you know, if I was gonna leave, I'm gonna make it make it funny. I don't know who the traders were. Corgi Nard looks around, things, starts doing Gabe the Dark Bark. Yeah, exactly. Gabe the dog bark songs. It's a VR game or something. Oh, this was Space Station 13. It's an old sprite-based game that you played on BYOND, Beyond, which looks like Beyond looks like it's something that gives you malware. I can fix this. I can fix it. Ooh. Not there, I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. So that was how that game went. The most of my other games are kind of a little kind of meh. Into a video. I'm waiting for someone to do it. The problem is that game is so complicated. It is such a massive, complicated game that no one wants to bother with it. Which, to be fair, it is an incredibly complicated game. The reason they could get away with it was because it's all sprite based and was like built on Beyond, like over and over again, like over years and years. So it had that benefit. Someone's trying to rebuild it in, I think Unity. I think it's called Stationeer. Is that it? Is all the parts good to go? Yeah, I think it's called Stationeer. Which I think they just got, oh, what was it? I think they just got atmospherics in place. But they've got a long way to go. Yeah, it would be cool if they did VR. And in fact, VR is probably on the docket for them, but like they got to get the system. They have like atmospherics down, they have mining down, and I think that's it. They have ways to go. Reputation gain 5. Electronics, the advanced mech jobs, illegal jobs. I can do illegal jobs. Oh my. An accident occurred during the transport of corrosive substances. Oh. This is one of the most versatile models on the market. The damage does not look serious. The unit's functionality has a large impact on our operations. We request immediate contact. Well, unfortunately, you're not paying as much as one of these big boys. Moving a bar from Star Citizen to VR maybe in 4 months.
Did you say something?
Oh.
Did you? Sorry, I have too many tasks open at the same time.
Dude. Crushed in a collapsing tunnel. We managed to get him out of there. Sure, we'll see. We'll accept this. Actually, let me buy a station. Actually, no. Let me do one of these because this may be expensive. Moving a bar? Star Citizen to VR? Like you're making it in like VR chat or something? Because that's cool. That'd be cool. Just crash the shit. Oh. I could imagine. Just a little bit? Just the bar. Okay. Which bar is it? Is it the one, which planet is it on? That's a lot. That's a task right there. Move ships right now. Yeah, I know I scanned a couple of mine in so that I could 3D print them. Let's deal with the leg first. Oh. A little bit more complicated. There's a little bit more wires. I do. I'm waiting for 318 to drop before... I want to stream it, but I want to wait for 318. I streamed it, Wally... Oh, Wally's Bar. Is that the one on, Wally's? Is Wally's on... Is it Grimhex, or was it on, Delamere before they, you know, yeeted it into wherever it went? Before they removed it from, Stanton. Or is that the R-Corp bar? The Uber bar? Oh, is it the one on Microtech? You know, the one with all the lights and the one that melts most people's machines? The AR... GH, and the CA. What am I doing? You want the CAs replaced, and you want the AR replaced. CAs and AR. There's the CA that you want new ones of those. Okay. Deal with that. Let's replace these first. New Babbage. Okay, yeah. That's the one. Yeah, I want to wait for, salvage. I'm waiting for salvage. And they stopped marking up my... Good lord! The $5,000 cable you want replaced, dude! Jeez Louise. Right, well, I think I have fixed... Ah, I didn't need to replace that. Okay. Is there an AR on this? AR-6. You want a new one of those. Okay. Here we go. Is 5 chunks. Yeah, it's because they just got... I think they're just now getting Vulcan in there. I nearly quit when I found that out. I mean, it is a lot. There's a lot of chunks. Why is the armor plating cheaper? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I have had fancy cars before. The piping is always more expensive than the stinking plating. Alright. That is cool. I need the CA6, which is a cable, probably on this bad boy. Which they want a new one of. Yes. How expensive are you? Way too expensive. We'll come back to you.
I see dead humans.
I really need to take you into the shop. You keep saying that. It's really concerning. Like, you need to stop. You need to stop. I would hope so. That would be nice. I don't know about soon. Like, you know, soon TM. But they just did Vulcan. They're moving towards server meshing. I doubt they're gonna do a single chunk. God, where the heck? Close enough. Valve time soon. Yeah, basically valve time soon. I mean, they're making progress. It's not awful. Progress is being made. Where is it? There it is. Ugh. How cool the game is. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll have to do the light. Okay, yeah, the lighting is on a whole nother level. I can't, the lighting, man. Good luck with that. My condolences to you. Yeah, I want to show it off, because I can. I showed it off 2 years ago? You know, back when I was way the heck smaller, so, you know. I don't think I will be able to do it justice. As long as you get close, right? Yeah, I wanted to wait until, salvage came out so I could show off some salvage, because I have a salvage ship. I was tempted to do some medical stuff, but, I'm very bad at reading, traps. And I don't have a full trauma team to go with me, so that would be a problem. Because a lot of people will put out fake beacons, and then, you know... And then it becomes a problem. Becomes a problem. For my life expectancy. Holy... Oh my god. This mech was too close to the epicenter of an explosion. A specialized combat unit has been damaged. The mech has been seriously damaged and requires immediate repair. The matter is urgent. We would appreciate a quick response. I see we have... Please don't make me replace the rail cannons. Centurion is a mech after my own heart. Just if I even get it close, it might be so big it could crash most people. I don't know. I've seen some pretty big VR chat rooms. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Plus VR chat, like... Because it's just the bar. You don't have to worry about the rest of the game. Just one area. Look at this. Look at this absolute lad of a mech. Holy moly. It is heckin' filthy. It doesn't have arm. Oh, and I get to fix one of the rail guns. Ooh, baby. Alright, so let's fix the arms. Oh boy! I know the bar is huge, but like... Oh man, because I was in the room that like what was it? Gunmotron, exactly. I don't know if it's on Twitch. I cannot look at it right now. But yeah, I've like the furry convention they had on VR chat. That was, I think, a 5 gig room. From what I was told, I was given a private tour of it because I know Padunk, and Padunk knows people. And that ran just fine. I was running on it, and they ran a convention in there. From what I understand, there was like 5,000 people in that room. How do I get this off? Oh. Now, porting the room, yes, that's going to be a pain in the ass. But I believe in VR chat able to run it. Good God. A person sits in that? Okay, you say so. Good God. Okay, so I think these are just fixer-uppers. Place parts Centurion CH 11 is the people. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Have potato for PC. Okay, well, I mean, you can't help that. I think, you know, I think the furry convention had the same issue. Guess I'll just crack this open. What we got here? Can't remove this because I have to remove this, and I can't remove this because I have to remove this. Where does the person sit? Is it just an automated remote-controlled murder drone? Like, how do I get to you? Potato. Wait, this is fine. Must be something else that's busted. Ah. Oh, I have to remove both of those? Oh, God. Okay. Wow, I really have to just take this whole thing apart. Okay. That is really crammed in there. How did... Man. I mean, it is a combat drone. The MO1. Cool beans. Please tell me I could just de-rust the MO1. Oh my God. Alright. It's the MO1. Yeah. You just want it fixed. All you want. I don't want to paint the stupid thing. Give me the electronic station.
Now you'll finally be able to fix
I can take out a loan.
modules and power cells. Get to the
Yeah.
station and I'll explain everything.
I know VR chat can run it. I don't know if people with potato PCs, but if they can't run it in, if they can't run like the big rooms in VR chat, I don't think they're gonna be able to run that. But you know, fuel, yeah, that's true. It'll be fine. The fuel, they free fuel up my my stations for me, so that's good. Start with the thing. Okay. Crap. Well. Oh. Path is made out of blue squares, often blocked by red squares. When unlocked, it will turn green. Keep in mind that you have a limited number of actions to sort the flow, so you use them wisely. Remember that over time, the fuel level in the station will decrease. Not the tables, one chunk. Yeah. Oh. Or am I... What am I doing? Damn it.
All work and no play makes
Work
me
backwards.
dull.
Oh my Jesus. Basically barely enough to fix it. Alright, well, that's... Oh, hey. Ah, finally. This is what I need to fix. Just someone else might pick up the project. That is true. You could do that. What is this? Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh, I have to hit the purple ones too. Okay. It's 6 gigs. Well, if you think about it, the most process-intensive thing that's going to be in there are the lighting. Is the lighting? That's what's going to get you. Oh, there's another thing. Man, there's a lot in here. Oh, sweet. That's all I had to do. Cool. I guess they all use the same fuel in there, though. Okay. Runs well as well. Typically, animations and models are usually pretty cheap. As far as, like, your processing budget, right? What's gonna eat up your processing power is something that takes math. Whatever does the most amount of math. Animations don't really require a lot of math, especially if you bake them in. You can make them use math if you want like a dynamic kind of like system. Like if you wanted like water physics, then that could be, you know, pretty rough. But if it's just like, you know, do a basic little sine wave over like the fountain water that's at rest, and then bake in the fountain spray, that should be pretty cheap. Shadows surprisingly are some of the biggest bogged down. Yes, shadows, because shadows are part of the whole lighting apparatus is gonna be what kills you. GH11. Oh my, look at this. It's GH6, so I can fix this bad boy. Oh, and I can just take these off. Hell yeah. With the sprinkler system, though, you could use like a you could use shaders for that. Is what you could do. You just have an object that is your spout, right? It's already there, but it's transparent, and then you can run a shader along it. How to do lighting. Lighting is always the worst part. Like, lighting is its own monstrosity. Supposed to see black instead of transparent. Like, yeah, your textures can be rough. It depends on how high-res your textures are. If you're doing object
Since
culling,
we are both working in our workshop, then I'd like to say greed, for the lack of a better word, is good.
or jelly. Typically, you'll want to merge as much of it as you can together, because you have the benefit of not needing to dynamically load in zones. So you can, if you merge it all together, it'll be easier to deal with. Typically speaking. What in the ever-loving hiffle? is OBS doing? Taki, we did not need 21,000 kilobytes per second. What the heck are you doing? Oh, you have messed with something, Taki. You have poked something you should not have. I'm looking over here like, what the heck is hammering the Fey lines? What is happening? Wow! Snowfall, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. Oh, jeez. What did Taki do? Pictures are all 4K. Yeah, yeah. High definition. Which is one of the reasons they can get a little chunky. See, this is connected correctly. Look at the I mean, okay, it's a combat mech, but you know, the wires are at least armored. They've made everything in 8. Well, yeah. Make it 8K, downsample it to 4K. I don't know how the heck you would, most people wouldn't be able to play this game otherwise. You need to be replaced. A whole new $4,000 covering. Jesus, why the friggin' round plate? $4,000. That's the other problem, is that, like, it doesn't particularly matter. What did Taki not need? Taki needed to not send 21,000 kilobytes along the Fey lines is what she needed to not do. Like, Jesus. Alright, your mech is ready. Just surplus budgets is why everything is expensive. There it is again. Yeah, there's the military is supposed to have the cheap stuff, though.
An issue. It seems that your old friends managed to track us. Let's go to the office.
What do you mean? What old friends? What did I do? What did I, like, sell illegal mechs on the side? Well, okay, so typically the reason you do that, right? It makes the upfront cost of the game, the download cost of the game, and the installation size big. But it allows you to have a wider range of graphical settings. So you can go down to potato mode, and then you downsample it to, like, you know, 720p or whatever. But for those who, like, have the turbo interface, you know, wired into their cerebral cortex or whatever the heck, then they can push up that high. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that really like their very fancy looking games. Legal jobs. I didn't think they'd be so quick to ask for favors, but I didn't really have a choice. You shouldn't mess with those people. It doesn't look good, but we shouldn't keep them waiting. Accept the job. Let's get this over with. What have you sent me? I was waiting for 1080 to be the potato mode of gaming. I know, right? One of these days. Repair, repair, repair. Ugh. Why was that encrypted? Like, you sent me a bunch of garbage. Managed to get that mech. The sale of these types of machines is strictly controlled by the corporations. Did you spell that on the... Oh, no, that's this part. Okay. I read that as 2 C's for some reason. Never mind. Let's treat it like any other job. We're dealing with the mech mafia over here.
Interview. Yeah, right. That damn estate agent.
That is another benefit. That is another benefit to using high resolution textures, is so that you don't have to worry about the future. You worry about it less. You still have to, you know. It helps future-proof your game a little bit. That's just out behind the curve. They launched. They don't want it to look dated. I do remember that. I do remember that being a thing. There we go. Oh, that's right. 8K is locked out, isn't it? Alright, let's get this dealt with. Okay. Oh, where am I going? Deal with this one at a time so I don't get mixed up. AK they might. AMDs. I'm a fan of AMD. It depends. Never seen one-legged mech. Well, now you have. Look at him. Look at him just hovering there with his single leg. It's like just but a scratch. Just but a scratch. What am I replacing? The CH10s and the CE3s. Oh my god. It's alright. It's a Flo raid. Hello, Flo. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Disco Elysium. I have never heard of that. How is Disco Elysium? I'm replacing the CH10s? Oh no. There's a lot of CH10s. Well, there's CH20s. That's fine. I can deal with that. You're ready to charge your arrow. Oh no. Oh no. The most amazing RPG of all time. Tell me more. I am interested. While I take this apart. Have I worked on the legs of this thing? How do I... Oh. CH10, and those are CH20s. Okay, so you need a new CH10. Essentially. Oh, whoops. Don't replace it with the old one. What is... Oh, that's the cable. Only for J I played that so far, it really feels like it replicates the experience of playing a tabletop. Oh, really? About being a crazy detective? Oh yeah, what is it? Where all your skills argue with you about how you how to solve a problem. Oh, really? That sounds hysterical. Well, these... Nope. Yeah, here we go. Die from really uncomfy chair. As you do. Oh, this is filthy. This is disgusting. Alright. That was a heckin' rusted piece. He wakes up after getting blacked out drunk, has retrograde amnesia, doesn't remember who he is, where he comes from, or even what he looks like. He lost his gun and his badge and doesn't even remember his name. He only knows that he's a cop. Solve a mystery of a corpse found hanging from a tree. Dang. He's having a bad day.
Another day, another mech.
That's a lot of problems to deal with all at once. I like how some of these big ass pieces are held in place by like CA6. I need a new CA6. No, C3 is what I need. 24 skills in the game, and they all talk to you in your head. You're gonna force your MC to have a different name by fixating on it. Looking at yourself in the mirror, you don't even get to have a character pick. That's hilarious. That is hysterical. I am 100% for this. What cable did I just pull out of there? Hold on, I guess I can look here. CA6, okay. Do we let him win or bully the Fae? Probably bully. There's also an edit to apparently everyone. As you do. As you do. Fuel this up. Oh, to apparently everything. You know. Alcohol gives you really good bonuses, but you don't have to use them. And then activate maximum over bully. Exactly. See, there you go. You give me hope, and then you slap me down. Ooh, that was awful. That was absolutely awful. The moment he gets into the castle, 16 lightning storms to his face. The last 5 turns, I ruin everyone's turns. Oh no. Only the king murder. Long live the king, and then I die. So how far did you get, Flip-Flop? Did you get all the way done? Did you solve the murder mystery? Your 2 go-tos. This cable is barely passable. 2 of 7, and there's just so much in this game. Oh, okay. Sit on 5 plans ready to destroy everyone. As you do. As you do. System called the Thought Cabinet, where, like, after you walk around, talk to people, and explore objects, you can go into ideas in your head. Decide to ruminate them, internalize them as part of the person you are. As you, oh, that's even better. That's hysterical. I like how this thing is just like cables. Internalize that he can never go home, and he's a hardcore communist, and he's a superstar. He needs to get his shit together. The world is a grand, mysterious place. Perfect. This one too many combat victories somehow. It makes me a combat monster. Oh. Rip everything out. Because of this one cable, I have to take apart all of this. Oh, these are in the way. Turn 1. So you want a new one of these bad boys. For some reason. God. I guess I didn't need to take all that apart. That's okay.
I should be the boss here.
Android, I swear to God. The king drinks some booze. The king with some gloomy rocks. So, Flufflo, how long did it take you to get through 2 days? It's an RPG, right? So there's like combat mechanics. No comic. Okay. Okay, so it's more of like a text-based RPG. Gotcha. There's skill check fights. Okay.
The corporations wouldn't be too happy if they found out we were fixing borrowed mechs. When it comes to your friends, they've sent us an additional reward, access codes. By using them, you'll gain access to the black market and all of its glory.
Oh.
Open the shop and head for the black market tab.
Of course, that's not skills. Okay, intellect, psyche, psychic, and motor skills. Man, now I'm getting into shady, illegal mech stuff. This isn't good, probably. Probably isn't good. I'll buy 1 share. And it immediately goes down. I'll buy another one. And another one. And now I'll stop. Every stat in the skill is useful to talk to people or deduce things. You can technically put points into the physical skill. Physical instrument. Man, I could just play the global market. I need to stop that. Where's the black market? I thought you said I had the black market. Oh, the parts market. Oh, yeah. Old friends. Let's see. It's like over 50 and ran on being drunk. Oh. You're not gonna get into fights with the random hoodlums in the typical. Okay. I gotcha. The time has come. I have done it. Oh no, what have you done? Your levels of access in each will allow you to buy different parts from the market. The codes are only used if you buy something, so try to keep at least one if you want to be able to look on what's sale. We can deal with that at our stations. Corporations know that mechanics often obtain their replaced parts in a not so legal way. Buying them too often might have a bad impact on our relations. Okay, so these are technically supposed to be like cheaper versions that I buy and I can fix up. I see. I see. Oh, it's Keaton time. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm sitting here like, where's my mech? I didn't take one. Now, what to do with him? All right, I think we have enough time for one more mech. I never planned this far. I didn't think I'd get this far. Oh, okay, here we go.
FICO is threatening with a missile strike. 3rd time this week. Boring.
Such a drag. Ugh. God, they want so many things replaced. Why are you like this? Parts do you want? Oh, you want one part repaired, and the rest of them purchased new. Good God. Good God, man. HY. HY is the only part that you want me to fix. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Now, where do I go to fix this? There we go. Perfect. Now we put it back. Oy. See, this has been a fun. This has been interesting. It's been chill at least. I haven't had to. It hasn't taken too much of my mental faculties. I'm glad I did this over my summer car. My summer car would have been a little much. All right, and then everything else you want a new whole ass part because I don't know. You hate me. At least that was easy. I don't think I've worked on the control case on this dude before. The control case. Yeah, I would love to do a Space Station 13 with the community, but like I just don't know. Like setting that up would be a pain. But our mellow would be hilarious. Perfect. I like these incredibly easy to get to pieces. I say is this is not incredibly easy to get to. I'm gonna have to sell some parts. I have a couple. I've got the Carrack and then the Pisces, as it comes with. I've got a Cutlass red for certain. I've got... What else do I have? I have the Vulture. I have the Vulcan. I have... What the heck else do I have?
There are rumors that Dowhosky found some weird ruins in the desert.
Desert ruins. And yes, I do have Squadron 42. I am ready for Squadron 42. One of these days. Oh, I have to take off like every single piece. I have a couple. Just a few. Oh, I've got the Starliner? Yeah, I've got the Starliner as well. I think that's all I have. I think that's all I have. Oh, thank God. This is a cheap piece. I barely came under the wire. With this bad boy. These were bought with money. This was a long time ago. This is before I was a VTuber. Now VTuber is where all my money go. Updated your game. I haven't played since 316, I don't think. Streamer sometimes. Oh, there you go. You should catch me when I'm when 318 drops. I don't know when I'll I don't know. They're trying to get it out for holiday So, you know. Probably sometime soon. Maybe at the start of the year. We'll see. I like the extra $81 you gave me. Thanks, buddy. Oh, it's because of my stock. Oh, I see. Jobs with time-limited tasks. Jobs with dynamic tasks. What? Oh boy. Repair part, replace part. $22,000. Man. I'm at Prestige 5, though. Look at that bad boy. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and call it early. Because I am so exhausted. And I need to eat. And I need to donate more of my frosting, my glitter, and my frosting tomorrow. Join us, 2 streamers are getting together for capture. I don't know if I'll be able to play for a little while. My month is slammed. Like, I am absolutely chaotic here. So, real quick, a couple of announcements before I take off. Here, I'll even get up in your face. Hi. Hello. Back demon, I got back. Ow. 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 So I'm doing a tomorrow's another mystery tour. It won't be Mech Simulator. The Mech thing was just to be the little chat is what it's gonna be. Screams. Ah. Yeah, so a couple announcements. Tomorrow will be a mystery stream. It'll probably be the next couple of Fridays. We will see. We shall see. It'll be one of 2 things tomorrow. Because there's one thing I do every December. Those who have been here will know what it is. It will be a fun time. A fun time indeed. But beyond that, Sunday, I am part of a VTuber recital. So if you want to see me sing a song, a Christmas song, and contribute to the ever-growing problem of Christmas songs, stay tuned for that. Soup is warm and it's chilly. Man, yeah, it has my heater, like, exploded. And by exploded, I mean Taki went and stole it. So it was so cold. I was so cold. I was cold and tired. I was calling this poor client's location NetZatch all day long. He was so confused. I was confused. It's been a day. It's been a month. It's only halfway through this month, and I'm already tired. I don't want it to be December anymore. I want it to be January. Is it January yet? The Mary Carey. SCP in my house. Oh no. It got in your house? She got in your house? Oh. Oof. Well, now you can deal with me in your house singing Christmas songs on Sunday. 7 o'clock Central Time, I do believe, is when the plan. What's when it's planned. A lot of VTubers. You know how VTubers get when you put a bunch of us in a spot. It's all kind of stuff. It's all kind of hectic. So roughly 7:20. Probably, most likely. Most definitely what's gonna happen. And you'll have to tune in to see which song I'm singing. You're gonna stream? Yes. And so I think that's how this is supposed to be set up. Is that we all stream and we're part of the recital. We'll figure it out. If I don't stream, I will be retweeting and posting on my Discord as to where you can see me sing. So you know, stay tuned. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my Twitter or my Discord, that's the best place to figure out when I'm going live, when I'm doing stuff. All that fun. Oh, also, yeah. Yes, and send your interrogations. I will be on an interview. We'll be interviewed by Mirai, I believe, who will be asking me several questions. So if you would like to know anything, and it could be anything, it could be about me specifically, it could be about the stuff I do, it could be about, like, VTuber stuff, just let me know. Any question you want. You can submit them anonymously, by the way. You don't have to put your name on it, so you can ask me whatever you want and be free of any consequences. God, I hope it's Mirai, or I probably need another link. It's like, oh, by the way... The SCP came with Black Parade. Ooh, I should do a cover of Black Parade at some point. I have a list of covers I need to do first, and then I'll start taking requests. All I want for Christmas is Black Parade. Yeah. Cool. Other than that, the frosting donation continues. Hopefully, with enough frosting, I will be able to do something really cool in 2023. So be hyped for that. World.execute me plox. There you go. Your favorite Xmas song? Oh, okay, I gotcha. I can see that. All these songs are, like, way too catchy, man. These Christmas songs are way too catchy. Can you tell that I'm tired? Just over here yawning. VTuber yawns, where are you at? Alright, I'm outie. Go slips. I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna go pass out. I'm gonna pass out now. Well, thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a phantasmical evening. Thank you, Fluff Steel, for the raid. I do appreciate it. Good night, good night. And until tomorrow, take it easy. And stay safe out there in those Feywilds. And thank you for stopping by.